Hey guys, Sally, I'm back some more Trails to Cold Steel 2. I, again, was not expecting to actually be saying that again, but let's go. Just leave the old schoolhouse. Wow, old schoolhouse. Leave the school and see what's up. We need to go to the engineering building, and then when we talk to Toa, we'll be done. Yeah, let's go to the engineering building first.
Oh.
Hey there, Rain.
Looks like someone's done with class for the day.
Yep, just got out. Wait, is that?
Yep, Angie's brand new bike.
We started building it for you, but then we had a change of heart. I just couldn't tear you away from your current ride after you'd grown so attached.
Now I feel bad, considering I pretty much did just that to you. Your new one's got a pretty cool design, though.
Don't get too jealous. Specs are pretty much the same as yours. Well, before Angie tunes it up and adds her custom gear for distance riding, that is.
But distance riding would mean... You're planning on going off on some big journey, aren't you?
10 points to Rain. I just felt like it was time for me to go out and see the world for myself. My martial arts teacher did the same thing once, so I'm sure it'll be a valuable experience for me. The plan for now is to travel through the entirety of Zemuria.
That's not a very specific plan, and a pretty sizable journey.
You can say that again. I have no idea where she finds the energy.
Oh, really now? Your plan to visit the continent's most famous engineering factories is pretty much exactly the same thing.
You really think so?
I take it you'll be leaving Erebonia for a while too, George?
Seems that way.
First stop's Liberl and ZCF.
Always wanted to see it. After that, I got my heart set on a trip to the Epstein Foundation over in Lamont State. While I'm at it, I think it'd be nice to pay a visit to the Verne Company in Calvert, too.
Will you even be able to get into Calvert at this point?
Hey, I didn't say it'd be easy, but I think I can pull some strings. The real reason for this trip is to figure out what I can do as an engineer to help smooth over our international relations. Meeting the continent's finest engineers and discussing things with them should really help get the ball rolling on that.
You've thought that far ahead. That's really admirable. I hope you can find a way to make that happen, even though I feel kind of hypocritical saying that, as someone who participated in the war.
Don't beat yourself up over it, Reen.
You have nothing to be ashamed of. That was your only option, given the way the Chancellor set things up. Your actions actually helped us avoid an even longer, more brutal war.
But
Angie's right. You played a role that no one else could have. Just think. If things kept going the way they were going, we could have been at war with all of Crossbell. I don't even want to imagine the number of lives that would have been lost if you hadn't stepped in the way you did.
Of course, us telling you whether or not you should feel guilty doesn't matter. It all comes down to you facing your own feelings over what you did. But there's one thing we'd like you to remember as you do. You're not alone, Rain. You've got friends who understand why you did what you did.
sometimes I wonder how I was lucky enough to get such good ones. Thanks, you guys. This really helps.
Don't mention it. On a completely different note, why don't you pay Valimar a visit while you're here? We spared no expense making sure he'd be nice and cozy in there.
I think I will. But not to discredit your coziness efforts or anything, but he seems fine no matter where I leave him.
Well, aren't you a sweet chevalier? Maybe I'll check in on him in a bit too.
Oh man. I just remembered that, yeah, Reen is staying behind. That's not gonna be fun. But I mean, him getting smarter could, you know, be the reason why he has his current occupation in the third game. Yeah, I tried staying away from it, okay? That doesn't help it. One look at Twitter's post from Nisa, yeah, that kind of spoiled what his occupation is, at least. I won't say it for anyone who doesn't know, though. Although, yeah. Let's just say it involves him being really smart. Kind of. Night Soul Dot storage area.
Hey, Valimar. How you holding up?
Relatively comfortably.
I'm gonna love doing what he does in the third game.
My ability to self-repair means that maintenance is not mandatory, but I expect it will increase my operating efficiency.
Glad to hear it. This is going to be our new home base for the time being, so you can get in as much maintenance as you need. I'm gonna need you a lot in the days ahead, Valimar.
I will strive to meet your expectations.
Something wrong?
Not as such. I thought I sensed something unusual, but it must have been my imagination.
You really are getting to be scarily human these days, you know? What was it you sensed, though? A person?
I am unsure. It may have simply been a fluctuation in the earth veins below us. Similar fluctuations are hardly abnormal.
Well, if you don't think it's anything worth worrying about, I'll try and put it out of my mind.
Man, now I'm curious.
If you sense anything strange in the future, though, let me know, okay?
Is it a possibility of someone else awakening a different knight? Because they did make mention of only the Ashen Knight arose to fight that Azure Knight. The other ones.
You can tell me telepathically was the word, right?
Indeed. I shall use it to inform you should I sense anything is amiss.
So his telepathy only goes one way, right? Once he connects to us, we can talk to him. But every other time, if he tries to talk and we're not willing, does that mean that he can see what Rean is thinking without him wanting to know? Hold on, am I actually able to do other stuff in here? It doesn't seem like it. Again, this is a huge freaking Tachi. I can't even get in the full screen view. There we go. Get a good, clear view of up Rean's nose. Alright. Wait, what's the whole point of me talking to George for a shop? It's not like I need to fight anymore, right? And the only shops only ever had those two quartz, strangely enough. Ah, the old schoolhouse. Can I pay it a visit? Like, actually go inside of it this time? I'm pretty much sure you can't. Doors are firmly shut. And I wanted to send us off on a good note. We're going inside the old schoolhouse, and for some reason something activates. Oh, wait. Hold the phone. Can I fish up the final fishes here? Can I actually get the Lake Lord? Finally?
Oh, I could probably fish here.
Actually do it. Oh, this seems like the fish that we've already picked up before with stuff.
Now that's a catch.
Wait, no, because we don't have the courageous anymore. So there's literally no point to me doing this. Damn. Oh, there went my hopes and dreams. How's your new plants going, Fee? The new seeds I planted have finally started to sprout. It'll be a while before we get to see any flowers, though. I was hoping I'd actually have the chance to raise these ones myself, but it wasn't meant to be. Oh, come on. You're not going to be able to raise those plants. Graduation literally is near. But don't worry, Rean will take care of them for you. Maybe. Alright, let's just go inside of here. Let's take a quick tour into Trista if I can. Am I able to? Oh wait, I still need to go see Toa, don't I? I'd better go to the Student Union building. Man, I haven't had to try to do a voice for Rean in a long time, or anyone else for that matter. The cringe is back for the final showing. Wait, hold on. So Elisa's in here somewhere. There's Emma. There's Celine. You feeling any better now? I mean, endless ocean of work aside. Honestly, the work's not all that bad. It's kind of nice to get back to the mundane life after so long. Wait, I think my time in Courtspell helped me realize what's important to me. Like spending time with everyone here. If you say so. Just don't forget to rest up. Knowing you'll be busy again soon enough. Yes, that we will. Sitting in the club room as the sun sets, reading and writing with Dorothy. I really love times like these. I hardly realized just how much until recently, truth be told. It's kind of sad to think of that. Come next month, this will all be a memory. Oh, come on, stop telling me that. I don't want this to be a memory. Photography club. Hey, hold on. Elisa's in this building. Yeah, student union. Where the heck is Elisa? He wasn't in there. What's the shop? Oh, the fishing club. You. Okay. So, like... Oh, is she down here with her rival slash friend? Whatever her name was? Oh yeah, here they all are. Tomorrow's going to be Emily and Teresa's final day as members of the lacrosse club. Which means it's one of the last days we'll really get to spend with them. You better make the most of it. Yeah, you better make the most of it, alright, okay. So, I'm here to see you off. Not as if you're actually graduating right now, but I'm here to request that I help you. So handing over all of her work to the rest of the student council should be ending today. So I'm guessing she's still here. Knock. There's definitely someone in there, but there's no response. Oh, I know. Excuse me, I'm coming in. She's sleeping, just like she was when she helped us learn what to do for the concert. Well, to do for the festival at all.
Yep, I knew it. No wonder she fell asleep. She must have been really busy getting everything sorted out for the spring.
Irene, it was fine putting your jacket over her before, because you were single. Now it won't necessarily be a good idea.
Makes me remember finding her like this over in the computer room.
Yep.
Oh, right. I probably shouldn't look too much or she'll get mad when she wakes up.
Angie, George, Crow.
Oh, come on, why'd you have to mention Crow?
Rain? What are you doing in my room?
You're not in your room, you're in the student council room now.
Wait, this is the student council room.
Yes, it's not your bedroom.
I must have fallen asleep.
Sorry for coming in without permission. I did knock, though.
Don't worry about it. It's my fault for dozing off like this. Why do you always have to keep finding me like that?
It's destiny.
I hope you weren't looking at me while I was sleeping again.
Kind of.
I did try to look as little as possible.
Well, if you say so. Is something the matter?
Yes, you mentioned Crow, along with Angie and George.
You're not looking too well.
No, I'm fine. Maybe the light streaming in through the window is making me look off color? I feel fine, really.
Come with me.
And take me to the nurse's office?
What's this all about?
Oh, just sitting me down.
I know that you're a boy and all, and I do think that you've grown a lot during your year here. No, I probably shouldn't even call you a boy anymore. You're a grown man now.
Yeah? Where's this going?
But that doesn't mean you always have to stand and endure everything life throws your way. okay?
Alright, I see where this is going now.
If it gets too much, it's alright to sit down and let it all out. Whether you're a boy or a grown man doesn't change that. It's okay, Rean.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I promised I'd bring him back. I promised I'd make him graduate with you. But I couldn't do it.
It's okay. You did everything you could. You made sure he knew how we all felt. And you let all of us know how he really felt too. So, don't get so worked up about it. Okay?
Oh, come on. I didn't need to see the waterworks again, man.
I'm sorry.
Not for me, though.
I didn't want anyone to see me like that.
It's only happened twice. Editing what happened to Crow and during what happened to Crow. It sucked. Both times.
Well, I guess we're even then. Not like I jump for joy every time you catch me sleeping.
Oh, you probably do deep in your mind. You're like, yes, he's watched me sleep. Oh, this is good material. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna stop right here before I, yeah.
Have you finished getting everything ready for the next student council now, by the way?
Oh, is Rean gonna become the next student council president? I doubt it.
Yep.
But it'd be kind of cool if he did.
President are almost done. The first years taking over are really smart, though. I barely had to teach a thing in the end.
Still, it must have been hard work getting through it all.
Well, I'd say it's already too late for him to be student council at this president at this point.
You're going on a tour of various NGOs after graduation, right?
Yep. The plan's to take a year to visit NGOs in lots of different fields. Politics, economics, engineering, medicine. After that, I'm not sure what I want to do. I'll probably join either the army or something related to the government, I suppose.
Well, I'm pretty sure they'd both love to have you. There's no chance either one would say no to you. Especially since taking a year off hasn't made them any less determined to recruit you. After all you did with commanding the Courageous, it's no wonder you're so in demand.
I don't know. I don't think I did anything special, really. Still, I feel like it'd be best in the long run for me to see the world from a variety of different perspectives. I don't know what path I'll choose, but I want to step onto it with a firm decision on how things should be. I think that's the best thing I can do for this country's future. Maybe I'm being a little overdramatic there, though.
Not at all. After how much you've done for this academy, I can only imagine how much you could do for this country. Just try not to overwork yourself, okay? We're with you all the way, but we will always worry, you know?
Thanks. Oh, I almost forgot. What was it that made you come here? I mean, I'm happy you did, but...
Oh, I'd completely forgotten too. I just came to ask if there was anything I could do to help tomorrow, seeing as it's another free day.
But... you've only just come back. And besides, tomorrow's your...
That's all the more reason I want to spend tomorrow's free day the same way I spent all of the others. It wouldn't feel like our final free day is Class 7 if it were any different.
Well, if you say so. Okay. I do have a few things in mind, so I'll just drop them into your mailbox in the dorm like I always do. And thanks for offering.
Final free day. This is gonna suck. One of her requests are like, just spend time with this person and this person. Oh boy, his voice? Everyone's voice. Hey guys, I didn't expect to run into you here. Yeah. Crazy coincidence, huh? Are you heading back to the dormitory too? That was the idea. Why don't we all head back together then? You all start talking again, please? I don't want to have the cringe on the final episode. I don't want to be Trails of Cold Steel to anything without me being cringy. It's nice seeing the flowers as they start to bloom. Yeah, I know you said earlier they'd be in full bloom in a week, but I'm thinking it'll be closer to the end of the month, personally. Just in time for the welcoming ceremony. New students will be able to begin their academic lives here surrounded by Lino flowers, just as we did. How wonderful. You've all known each other since your first day here, right? Oh wait, hold on, everyone's gonna be graduating, but is Milliam gonna be graduating as well, or is she staying? That's right, but nobody else started partway through the year like you did. But back then, I never could have imagined we'd get along this well. We got off to kind of a rocky start. Okay, I'm assuming she's gone as well. Hey, you're telling me. Especially Machias and Eustace. For what it's worth, I do regret the way I behaved back then. It's not exactly something I'm terribly proud of. Oh, think nothing of it. Immaturity makes fools of even the best of us at times. Thanks, Hold on! What's with that expression? He wasn't exactly staying on the moral high ground either. I wouldn't have had him as much of a reason to behave the way I did if you hadn't kept looking down your nose at me. Did you not hear me say the best of us? It was hell on all of us at the time, but it's all just a fond memory now. I suppose the same could be said about your and Reen's little incident at the start of the year, couldn't it? Just had to bring that up, didn't you? I should have seen this coming. Yes, but now we're dating, so it's fine? Oh, little incidents are my favorite. Tell me, tell me, tell me! Well... But don't you dare! She's the last person who needs to know! She'll poke fun of it consistently if she learned. First day really was full of surprises. Yeah, I can't imagine too many teachers welcome their students by dropping them through a hole in the floor. Reen played the hero. Even without having to fight a gargoyle on the way out, that's a pretty memorable start to our school year. That gargoyle proved to be quite the opponent, too. Oh man, we're reminiscing. This really is the end of this Class 7, isn't it? I'll say, when we finally managed to pull together and defeat it, she just casually drops in like nothing happened. It's like she was lying in wait the whole time, watching and waiting for her chance to strike. That's exactly what she was doing. Still, as exhausting and unusual as it was, that was how our class began. I'm pretty sure it's burned into all of her memories at this point. How could it not be? I have no doubt about that. Even so, I'm sure it's one of the memories that I'll cherish decades into the future. Aw, now you've got me all jealous. Now it's my turn to do something crazy and make some super memorable memories too. Don't you dare! I dread to imagine what she's thinking when she's saying something crazy. Maybe having us all drop in a hole again. Can you all please start talking now? On a hopefully unrelated note, what are we gonna do for dinner tonight? Oh yeah, we're having a party, aren't we? I'd only had planned on getting something over at Kirsch's, but if anyone has any better ideas... I think it may be a good idea to make something for ourselves. If we divide up the work between us, I'm sure our meal will have quite a bit of variety too. That does so nice. My cooking skills were in danger of getting rusty too. No objections here. Well, unless anyone has what they need already, I think it's time to split up. We've probably got a lot to buy, so...
That won't be necessary.
Sharon! Ah, it's not an ending without her, right?
Huh?
Welcome home.
Sharon?
What reason could you possibly have for being here?
I cook you all a meal, of course. It's your Class 7's final
gave me her
party,
permission
right?
to return to my former position as your dormitory's caretaker. Which means I am here to serve you all once more. There may only be a short time left until the end of the year, but I'll make sure you want for nothing during it. I've already started preparing your evening meal, so there's no need to go out and buy anything.
Oh, well, how about that?
I'm fine with this.
We will gladly accept your offer.
Sharon's cooking's better than whatever grub we could rustle up together anyway.
How do you manage to get permission from Mother in the first place, though? Weren't you helping to rebuild the Rhineford group? I thought the company was getting so many orders in, it was struggling to keep up.
Now that Master Gwyn has returned to the company, everything is back in order. He and the chairman have been speeding through one task after another since he got back.
Oh, grandfather's there now, huh?
Amazing.
Cool.
Absolutely amazing.
So the former and current chairman make quite a team, I see.
Boy, I'm starving. Wouldn't mind a drink either. With the weather getting warmer, it's just about time for peak beer season. Huh? What are you guys all gathered out here for?
Your favorite person.
Oh, why are you here? It's a pleasure to see you too, Lady Sarah. I brought a bountiful supply of smoked oysters and sardines if you'd like a snack to accompany your beer. Would you like them alongside your dinner?
Damn it. Yes.
Even Sarah can't say no to Sharon.
I'm surprised she can just walk around in public like this. You know, considering her affiliation.
I'm guessing there's some sort of agreement in place between Rhineford and the government to leave her alone. Though, even if there weren't, I can't imagine anything would be able to stop Sharon from doing what she wants.
Exactly. Nothing can stop the super maid. This is one of my final nights here in Trista, aka Thor's Military Academy, at least in the second game. Don't know how much of the third game will be taking place in Thor's Military Academy.
Whew. I think I might have eaten too much. It's been so long since we last had Sharon's cooking. She hasn't lost her touch. None of it feels heavy on my stomach at all. Well, that's all my work done for the day. Maybe I should go see how everyone else is doing.
I haven't done this in a long time. You can explore Class 7's dorm on nights before each free day. Why are you telling me this now? I mean, it's the first time that we've actually legitimately been here. I mean, it's a nice change of pace. Okay, now, let's test my knowledge. Elliot is to the left. Marcius is to the right. Eustace is in the far back left, and Gaius is to the far back right.
Hey, Elliot. Taking care of your violin?
Yeah, it's taken care of me over the past year, so why not return the favor? I'm actually planning on giving a few of them to the academy before I go. Just to make sure next year's first years have something to practice with.
That's really generous, and sure to make a lot of people happy. And you'll finally be heading off to a music academy, just like you always wanted.
Hey, he's actually going?
I bet they'll push you pretty hard over there, too.
I don't doubt it. I'm going to need to be all music all the time if I want to stand a chance at keeping up. Though, to be honest, after all the time I've spent here, I don't really want my life to be completely about music. I love it, obviously, but to be a balanced person, I want to have a bit more variety in my life, like I had here at the academy. For one thing, I don't want to get too rusty with my orbital staff.
Good to hear. I hope everything works out for you.
Thanks. Me too.
Come on, you're our best friend. Come on.
No, it's nothing. Either way, Heimdall and Trista are really close, so don't be a stranger, okay? I know you're gonna have tons of work to get through between your classes and your missions, but...
Don't worry, I'll make time. I'm sure we'll have plenty of chances to see each other. There's still a ton of Heimdall I haven't seen, too. You'll have to show me around next time I make it over there.
You bet.
Okay, so yeah, these are literally our final goodbyes with everyone, so that means that we'll most likely get dialogue with every single one of us, right?
Hey, Marcius. Working hard or hard?
Well, hardly working.
I'll stop you right there. Of course I'm hard at work. Just look at the size of this book. If I can't internalize as much of it as possible while I'm here, I'm doomed to failure from the start.
And this is one of your new textbooks? Man, Heimdall's political academies don't mess around, do they? You'll be the youngest person there, right?
Most likely. I'd normally need to have graduated from Thor's with a bit more experience under my belt to have gotten in. There are a few Thor's grads there already, though. They take some every year. And as you might imagine, the recent political upheaval has the place swarming with applicants this year. The entrance exam was hard enough on its own, but that's just the tip of the iceberg.
Can't say I envy you. Still, I know you're going to be just fine. You're so smart that you can handle any subject they throw at you. Growing up with your dad should give you a leg up on the politics, too.
Yeah, no pressure there. Honestly, there are times when I think diving into things head first like this is a giant mistake.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just... I know we're probably going to both be really busy with our own lives come spring, but let's make time to have lunch together once in a while or something, okay?
Sure.
Studying is all well and good, but even I need a change of pace every now and again.
I think that can be arranged. The train from here to Heimdall only takes a half hour. I don't see any reason why we wouldn't hang out sometimes.
Then it's a date.
Please don't call it that. Sure, why not? Okay, so yeah, I was right. Marcus is there, so let's do Mr. Noble last. Guys.
Are you finishing up your painting, guys?
Yeah, this is my last one. I want to make sure I'm completely satisfied with it before declaring it finished.
You gonna leave it with me?
That's understandable. You're going to keep painting once you're back at home, though, right?
Well, I don't know how much time I'll have to set aside for it, but I intend to keep working on it, bit by bit. There's growing reason for concern in Calvert to the east of the Highlands. But all in all, things are more peaceful now than they were. I should be able to focus on painting my magnum opus.
Oh, is it going to be of Nord? If anyone can make a masterpiece of the Highlands, it'd be you.
That wouldn't be such a bad idea. But actually, I was intending to paint a picture of the Academy, its students, and the courageous.
You mean...
Now you're getting it. I want to capture the day we liberated the Academy. And once I've finished it, I fully intend to return to Erebonia with it in hand. What better way to forever memorialize this place as my second homeland?
Man, you really are amazing. Well, if you ever need reference materials, you know who to call. I can get pictures of anything you might need and send them over. I know you're talented, but that's a lot to paint off of just your memory.
I'd appreciate that.
It really feels like this is gonna be goodbye for quite a while. I need the third game to come out literally right now as I'm doing this, man.
Something on your mind, Eustace?
For the first time in a long time, no. I'm just taking a short break.
I don't have to wait about maybe 3, 4, or 5 years before the fourth game actually comes out over here. Maybe.
Looking over an endless sea of documents can be rather tiring on the eyes.
Oh, are those the tax reports you mentioned?
Ordinarily, this would be my father's work, but His Majesty has yet to decide his fate. Rufus hasn't so much as glanced in Berea Hard's direction since he took his new job in Crossbell either. As such, the task falls to me.
Man, I knew everyone in our class had it pretty rough right now. You've got it roughest, no contest.
If my ego had its way, I would boast that filling in for my father is a simple and mundane task. But on top of the paperwork, I'll need to manage the provincial army and oversee the province as a whole. Then there's the matter of keeping the most stubborn of the nobility in check. I don't expect the first 6 months to be pleasant.
The fact that you're already thinking 6 months ahead is pretty impressive as it is. Standing in for Duke Alberea like that must take some real confidence. I know you'll manage, though.
That much is obvious.
What is it?
It's nothing. In the days to come, more people will be relying on you than ever before. But no matter who does so or what they ask, do not lose your pride as a noble. Act independently, your head held high. Maintain your pride and your autonomy, and I'm sure you'll be fine.
Thanks. I promise I will.
I'll hold you to that.
Oh, I know you will. You'll hold me to a lot of things. Okay. Now it's the girls' turn. And time to also see if I remember. Milliam is this way. Come on. There you are.
What's up, Milliam?
Oh, hey, Reen. It's nothing. I just feel kinda down.
Down?
Why?
Yeah. I was just thinking about how everyone was at dinner time. Sharon's food was really nice, and we all seemed like we were having a good time. But I don't know. It was weird, like we were all upset but didn't want to let it show. It's been bugging me.
Oh, so that's why. You really have grown so much these past few months. And not just mentally. I think you've gotten a little taller, too.
Maybe. About 2 rage or so? Judging by my specs, I'm not gonna get much taller than this, though. I'm Mini Millium forever and ever. But you never know. Maybe I'll grow up to have boobies so big, I can use them as a shelf like Emma's.
Oh my god. That'd be the day, right?
Something wrong?
Nah, not really. So, you've got a new mission starting next month, right?
Yep, I've got to go see how things are over out west. Duke Cayenne's been arrested, but it sounds like things are still pretty nuts over there. Oh, but guess what? I might get to go out to Liberl and Rimiferia soon.
What is it with you and blabbing classified information? Well, whatever. Just promise me you'll take care of yourself. And be sure to keep in touch. I'll always be right there when you need me, okay?
Righto, I promise. That goes double for you, mister. If you need me to bust you out of a jam, just say the word.
We probably will in the future. Although I can't wait to see what future everyone else looks like in the 3rd game. Now, let's see. My knowledge of the guys' rooms was correct. Million was also correct, so... Alisa to the left. Fee to the right. Laura to the back left, and Emma to the back right. There's my girlfriend.
Feeling sad about leaving the lacrosse club behind?
Yeah, I was really into it by the end. I think it'll make for some wonderful memories to look back fondly on in the years to come.
I can imagine. Does that mean you're not going to keep up with lacrosse in Ruhr?
I don't think I'll be able to. As far as I'm aware, there aren't any local teams I could join. And even if there were, I doubt I'd have the time for sports. Just thinking about how busy I'll be makes my head spin.
No, scratch that. Being busy is all the more reason I need to make time for exercise.
Yeah, good luck with that. Helping out with the Rhineford group sounds like a recipe for one all-nighter after another.
Not just yet, actually. I won't be helping until Grandfather shows me the ropes. As I am now, I doubt I'll be able to do much at all in the way of rebuilding the company. But you can bet I'll leave Mother speechless with how much progress I've made in a year's time.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
I'm sure you can if you put your mind to it. And I know Sharon will always be willing to help you out if you need her.
She probably would, but then she'd just tell everything she did to Mother.
There we go.
Alisa.
I don't really care what happens to the Rhineford group.
Oh?
I don't even want to go back to Ruhr.
I just want to be with you.
All I want to do is stay here with you.
Alisa. We've talked about this. The best thing for the two of us now is to go our separate ways. You only get one life, so you've got to make the most of it. You shouldn't feel obligated to give that up for someone else's sake. That's as true for us as it is for the rest of our classmates.
I know. I just hate that it has to be this way. But with half the company's directors now gone, the group is now much weaker than it was before. Everyone's saying we should be making more weapons than ever, but the company is in no position to do something like that. Mother and Grandfather might be skilled, but even they aren't skilled enough to go against the changing times. As their family, I feel like I should be right there supporting them. No, scratch that again. It's not because I feel like I have to. I want to support them.
She is so in turmoil about what she truly wants to do.
And that's what you should do. Don't worry about me. I'll be just fine.
Can we seal it with a kiss? Want to see it again before I go.
Even if we're apart, I'll always be thinking of you. Not a single day will pass where I won't be thinking about that sweet, hardworking girl I fell in love with.
Irene,
Come on,
so sweet.
Do it. No, it's not showing me this time. But technically, it already showed that they were going for it, so I know they
I'm
did.
sorry. I didn't mean to get so worked up. I'm really happy though.
Me too. Still, let's make the most of our free day tomorrow. It's the last one we'll ever have as a class. The last thing any of us want to do is end it with regrets.
Yeah, you're right. I'll probably spend most of it with the lacrosse club while you're out helping the student council. But I want it to be something we'll always remember.
Mm-hmm. Just make sure whatever you decide to do, you have protection. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I said it. Whee.
Are those seeds you got there?
Yep, Adel gave them to me.
Oh yeah, where's Fee gonna go? Is she gonna go back to her core? Or is she gonna go her separate ways somewhere else? Maybe with Emma. Or Laura, actually.
They all came from the plants we grew in the gardening club. I'm just looking at what kinds there are here.
Really? That's really nice of her. It's kind of like you can take everything you've achieved over the past year with you.
Yeah. I wasn't even going to join a club until Adel found me relaxing and invited me. But I guess it wasn't so bad.
Head pats? Yep.
Don't you worry. I'll be sure to check on the gardening club every once in a while just to see how things are going. It would be a shame if all the plants you've spent so long looking after were to wither and die.
It doesn't matter. Even if they do, they'll eventually bloom again somewhere else. Kind of like us.
When you put it that way, I suppose you're right. What's wrong?
Nothing. This one and this one should be okay too.
Fee gave Veen a handful of seeds.
What are these for?
They're the easiest ones to look after. You can try raising them if you want. Don't worry if they wilt or anything, though. When I found the others from Zephyr, I'll come back and check if they're still blooming.
Okay, so she is going to find the others from Zephyr.
If they are, you get a pat on the head.
A head pat from Fee. Now I need to do this correctly.
Hey, I thought the head rubbing was my job. But I'll give it my best shot.
Yeah, we gotta get them head pats. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, man. As if she can even reach. Emma, how's my favorite little witch doing?
Emma? What are you doing?
Oh, hi there, Reen. Well, Dorothy and I decided that we're gonna put together one final collection of stories as a club.
Please don't tell me you're writing Yaoi right now.
Since then, I've been working on a story for the students who will join the club next year.
Please. Please, no. Don't corrupt the youth of the next year's club.
Oh,
Please.
That sounds neat. Wait, if Dorothy's involved...
Uh-huh.
The content is totally appropriate for children of all ages, I assure you.
Yeah, sure it is.
Admittedly, Dorothy's own story sounds like it'll have a few of her favorite literary elements, but all in moderation, she assured.
Oh, yeah, totally in moderation.
Not that I'm one to judge. What kind of story are you writing?
It's supposed to be a fairy tale. I can't pretend it's 100% original, though. I borrowed some elements from a story I heard as a child. It's going to star a golden unicorn and a pure-hearted maiden. Or at least, that's the plan.
Sounds interesting. Can I give it a read when you're done? I'll still be here next year, so if I see any first years who seem like they'd enjoy it, I'll recommend it to them.
I have to confess, I'm a little embarrassed to let anyone see it, but the whole point of a story is to be read.
Something wrong?
No, not at all. I'm sure you and Valimar will be just fine without my help now. Still, if you do need anything, don't hesitate to get in touch. It may take some time to contact me, though. You'll need to use a method that isn't exactly conventional.
Yeah, I could have guessed as much. I mean, I theoretically get how to use runes to communicate since you told me, but I have no idea how it actually works.
I'd be shocked if you did. It's pretty far removed from the orbital technology you're used to. It has its benefits, though. For one, you'll be able to reach me no matter where I might be. So don't ever hesitate to drop me a line if you need my assistance. I'd always be happy to hear from you.
Alright, I'm sure I'll give you a ring. Or a rune, I guess. I hope you end up being able to find Vita, too.
Thank you.
So we can use a rune to call Emma wherever she is. That's gonna be nice. Elora, my favorite woman noble. Well, second favorite. Actually, no, who am I kidding? Bee's my favorite of the entire class, okay? Then everyone else can fall into place with however I've been acting towards them this entire time while playing first and second games. You can figure it out.
What are you looking at,
'Cause
Laura?
even I don't know.
It's you, Rean. I'll show you.
Ooh.
Oh, you and Monica got a picture taken together? You both look so happy in it, too.
Did Vex take the picture?
That we do. Someone in the photography club kindly offered to take it for us. I thought it would make a fine souvenir of my time at the academy to take away with me.
My mirror's on that being Rex.
Yep.
Oh well, it's a nice photo, and he got permission. For once.
I like how he also thought it was Rex.
I never expected you and Monica would get so close. Between her and Fee, you kind of have a knack for becoming the best of friends with the ones you bump heads with first.
Please don't say that. I'm truly grateful to both of them for broadening my horizons. Meeting them enriched my life in ways I could have never pictured before. Truly, coming to this academy was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
I didn't realize we'd made such a big impact on you.
Well, you did. And don't mind me, I'm just feeling a little emotional. This isn't like me at all now, is it? There's no harm in a few tears, I suppose. This will be my last time I can relax before my training, after all.
Yeah, you're not gonna get much rest in with the training you've got lined up.
You're gonna train to become stronger than her father?
I won't be learning the Arcade School's advanced techniques with training any less intense. I have no idea where we'll be conducting said training, but it will no doubt be as perilous as it will be dangerous.
I had to spend a month in the Isengard range as part of mine. I don't think a month's going to cut it with what you're doing, though. It goes way beyond your average techniques.
Indeed. I'm anticipating that it will take at least half a year, if not more. Father's going to be with me. But with things as difficult as they are, part of me feels guilty for taking up his time.
You know, it could be 2 to 3 years.
I don't know about that. I think him agreeing to train with you shows how much faith he has in your potential. Besides, in a lot of ways, this might be the best time to do it.
That is very true.
What's wrong?
Nothing at all. Regardless, I'd love to come and visit you should the opportunity present itself. And if it does, I'd like to formally request a duel with you to test how much the two of us have grown.
Oh, I'd love to see a duel between you two as adults. Maybe that's something that actually happens in the third game. Then after you beat her, she joins the party.
Let's not kid ourselves. We both know who's going to win that duel. But your invitation is all the motivation I need to get plenty of training in myself. Can't have you beating me too badly.
Oh, come on. Ogre Power and Tortos might be able to beat her. Although, who knows? Tortos in the third game might actually work like it does in the second game. Who knows? It might actually not be an overpowered Quartz in the third game. That'll suck.
I hope you will.
Just as much as me not being able to use the fast-moving abilities that Steam has. Alright, last ones I can think to potentially talk to would be Sarah and Sharon. They're probably down in either the kitchen and the lounge respectively. Oh, well, actually, Celine here too.
Oh, there you are. You look bored, Celine.
I guess I am. My work's done at this point. I feel like I aged a few decades as soon as the war came to an end.
Come on now.
feels a bit strange to be saying it after the fact, but you fought pretty well over in Crossbell. You've really mastered piloting Valimar.
I'd like to think so anyway. I feel like I could pull off just about anything with him now. And to think, I couldn't do half as much with him when I was first starting out.
You do realize you just admitted you were totally useless, right? I wonder if you're gonna be okay without us, you know? Valimar must have drawn the short straw to end up with a budding awakener like you.
Thanks for worrying about me all the time, Celine.
Excuse me, what makes you think I was worried about you?
Just about everything.
Yep.
When I can tell, you've always worried about me. Back in the beginning, when I didn't know anything about piloting, you were always there to guide me through our battles. I doubt I would have ever come this far if you didn't have my back. So, thank you. For all of it.
Why do you always have to be like this? There are parts of the legends passed down in the clan that not even Emma and I know about. But just bear this one thing in mind. Divine Knights have incredible power, and they can become devils just as easily as they can become gods.
Don't worry, I know. And I won't forget. Anyone in my position needs to know the difference between right and wrong. I'm well aware of that.
That's fine then. Anyway, good luck, I guess. If you really need it, I can always come and help out.
Oh, don't worry. I'll probably ask for your help sooner or later. Wait, are those two actually together? Oh no, Sarah's actually in her room. Huh. Usually the drunkard isn't actually in her room, so I wasn't expecting to have to go back up.
Oh, good evening, Masterine. I thought you had already retired for the evening. How would you like for me to put together some supper?
I appreciate the offer, but I think I've eaten more than I should have as it is. Your cooking really is delicious, Sharon. I was starting to miss it after not having it for so long.
It was my pleasure to cook for all of you again, so I pulled out all the stops with this one. Seeing all of you happily indulging my handiwork always makes every second of preparation worth it. Is something the matter, Masterine?
You know what would be nice is if Elisa had told Sharon to stay here with Reen for the year.
Oh, I was just thinking about how you haven't changed a bit.
I doubt it.
I'm not sure it's my place to ask, but is everything alright over at Ouroboros? I can't help but wonder after how things turned out. Vita seems really shocked.
I'm afraid I haven't a clue. No word of what's been happening in the society has reached my ears since then. I have no idea where the second Anguis is now. Nor do I know what happened regarding the Phantasmal Blaze plan after the Chancellor declared he was taking it over. And quite frankly, none of it is my concern. The answers won't change who I am, and it won't suddenly cause me to shift priorities. I am and always will be a proud maid of the Reinford family. Not because of the freedom we enforcers are granted, but because that is simply who I am. Much like how you being the Ashen Chevalier doesn't change how you are also a proud member of Class 7.
I suppose you're right.
And no matter what happens to you in the future, never lose sight of who you really are. It's almost time for me to return to Ruhr.
Okay, yeah, she's going.
But should you ever need me again, I will gladly rush to your side. Naturally, that includes your relationship with Lady Elisa. I'll be rooting for the two of you.
She knows!
I should have known.
Yeah, I should have known that the super maid would be able to pick up with the fact that you two are dating.
Still, thank you. I'm glad you can stay here for a while longer.
Alright. Guess it's time to end it with our favorite teacher, Sarah Valentine, who just happens to be back up in her room, apparently. Well, I'm completely blind, one of the two. Oh yeah, here she is. Haven't saved the game in a while.
Something on your mind, instructor?
You could say that. I've been mulling over how things are gonna be come next month, but all this soul searching's giving me a headache.
Well, it'll probably feel strange being back with the guild for the first time in 2 years. But I'd bet they'll be glad to have you back. Things are probably going to be rough over there, even with you taking up the bracer life again.
So she's not gonna be our teacher next year. Well, that sucks.
No doubts there. I can already see plenty of traveling abroad in my future after what happened over in Crossbell. And I imagine it'll keep getting harder and harder for us bracers to operate here, too. What's with that sad puppy look? There's no reason for you to feel ashamed of what you've chosen to do. I'm proud to have a student like you who can stand up and make the tough choices life thrusts on us.
Thanks, instructor. I'll try to just grin and bear it for now.
Attaboy. Sticking it out through the hard times with a smile will put you on the fast track to becoming a great man. Just make sure you don't try to shoulder too much. All that'll do is turn you into a jaded grump. Everything in moderation, okay?
Alright.
Thanks. I haven't joined the intelligence division, and I have no plans to. I'm gonna keep responding to their requests, but only if I'm comfortable doing what they're asking. And I can promise you, I'll never do anything that would put me in conflict with the guild or put innocents' lives at risk. I don't know what the future will bring for me, but that's the creed I want to stand by.
I know. Don't worry. No matter what happens, you'll always be my student. So go out there, live your life, and grow into such a heartthrob that I won't be able to take my eyes off you.
Oh my.
Well, I'll try.
Wonder if he succeeds. That'll be really interesting to know. Now, we've talked to everyone on the guy's side, everyone on the girl's side. The only thing I haven't tried yet is going into Crow's old room. Oh, it actually is a thing. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. Never mind, we're ending it here. Oh, come on!
You were all going to be in for some tough times ahead. I can't go any farther now. But you can. So keep going forward.
Crow's final words changed our path forever. No. It's more like they gave us the encouragement we needed to step onto the right one. We only get one life, and we're the only ones who can live it. Thanks, Crow. I might not be leaving the Academy to pursue some noble goal like the others are, but I'll do what I can here. Although, if I have to keep taking time off for trips like that one to Crossbell, I can kiss my attendants goodbye. Well, I can try to make it so I'll never be in danger of repeating a year. Unlike a certain someone.
I honestly was not expecting that to actually happen. I was expecting doors just to be locked and we wouldn't be able to go in there at all. So now it's complete. We've done all the guys, including Grow, all the girls. It's time. Wonder if I should hang out in my room until it's time to go to bed. Resting in a room will cause the main story to advance. We've talked to every single person and even went to Crow's room. We're good. Unless there was something glowing in the mailbox. I guess I'll turn on the radio. I mean, it's not like we'll hear Misty's voice anymore. Or will we?
In finance, the annexation of Crossbell has seen shares in Erebonian companies increase at an exponential rate across the board. And despite the Reinford Group announcing sweeping changes to its board members, its strong forecast for the next fiscal year is...
It's time for the start of a brand new program here on Radio Trista, coming at you promptly every Sunday. I call it Aubin Time after the word for evening. Might be a little cliched, but sometimes simple is best, right? Clichés are clichés for a reason, after all.
That they are.
Anyway, my name is Misty, and I'll be your host.
Wonder what Vita is now. I get the feeling she actually enjoyed doing Aubin Time. It's not like she could have ever kept going after all this. Oh? I wonder who that could be. Hello.
This is you, isn't it, Rean?
Elise?
Yes, it's me. Sorry for calling you like this so late in the evening.
It's okay, my little sister. You can call me anytime.
I'm not bothering you, am I?
You'll never bother me. Oh, not at all. I'm just not used to you calling me. Okay, so we had voices for everything here. We can't have voice for Rean talking to his sister? Seriously? Are you calling from school?
Yes. I wasn't going to, but Her Highness insisted. It'll take some getting used to, but it's nice to be able to hear your voice even when you're so far away.
I was pretty surprised when I heard your voice too. You weren't really one for phone calls back home either.
I didn't have any specific reason for calling. It was just that the letter you sent about your return from Crossbell arrived today.
Oh, that was fast. I only sent it a couple of days ago. I'm sorry it even had to be a letter. I really was planning to go pay you a visit, but it didn't work out.
Oh, please don't apologize. I know how busy you must be now. Believe me, I was just happy to hear you were back safe and sound. Your trip must have been exhausting. By the sound of things, you did an excellent job, too. I'm so proud of you, Rean.
Thanks. I didn't do all that much, though, really. Half of what the Imperial Chronicle is reporting is massively overblown.
If you say so.
Is something wrong?
No, not at all. Regardless, now that I've heard your voice, I feel a lot better.
I didn't hear it.
So I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your night now.
Very nice if I did. Alright. Night, Elise. I'll come and see you as soon as I can, okay?
Oh, there's no need for that.
Are you coming here?
Good night, Rean. Sweet dreams.
Good night. She seems somehow odd. But she's probably just nervous talking on the phone. It's kind of awkward for me when I started using one, too. You know what would be really nice is if Elise actually came, to Thor's. That'd be kind of cool. And I mean, Elfin coming as well would be nice. That kind of sounded wrong. Let's just not go with what I just said. Tomorrow's going to be my final free day of the year. I guess I should go do all my prep work for next week today so I can make the most of it. March 13th, Sunday, free day. Man, it's been so long since I've seen this little cut-in. Doing council tasks for March. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. I might be ending the episode right now. Angler management. Kenneth, 30,000 meter. My brother and I are having a fishing battle. I'm gonna need your help to actually make it happen. So if you get the time, we'll be at the fishing spots in Trista. Let's talk Trista. I plan on starting a brand new show here at the Radio Trista. But I'm gonna need your help to get the first broadcast just right. We got time to make radio history. Meet me at Trista Radio Station. Junk wanted. A bunch of students are helping us put on a flea market, but we haven't got as much to sell at our stall as we like. Mind remedying that? Stop by my store and I'll give you the particulars, please and thank you. Class Warfare. Really, Patrick? Ladies and gentlemen of Class 7, it's time to finally settle which of our classes is superior. Come to the Academy field, fully equipped and prepared for defeat. Patrick. Race to end all races. Angelica. Oh, no. Do I actually get to race on the bike? You've been getting pretty good at riding my old bike. Good enough to pique my curiosity. It is a race. Because I remember racing Eustace, right? I want to settle once and for all which of us is the better rider. There's only one way to do that. If you're up to the challenge, come find me in the engineering building. It's gotta be a race, man. We've raced Eustace before. There's one from the radio station. A request for help with the flea market. These all seem worth doing, and pretty fitting for the last free day of the year, too. It's only about 9 in the morning, so I've got plenty of time to work through everything. Let's get to work. I'll do the race for last. About reporting quests. To report quest, speak to Toan, the student union building directly. By selecting report progress, you can receive awards for any quest completed. Well, that's new. Do I get any, like, bonding points? I don't really need any bonding points, but it would kind of be nice. Oh yeah, with that, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, which probably this time that next one will be the last episode. I mean, hell, I'm perfectly fine with continuing this for quite a while yet. I doubt that it'll continue on forever. But yeah, till then, see you guys later.